The land of Kashmiraha was regarded as one of the greatest places of Sanskrit learning in ancient India. It was a place of high regard for a multitude of sects of Sanatana Dharma, be it worship of the Sattvic form of Shakti as goddess Saraswati of the Sharada Peetham, or the rituals of Tantra Agamas relating to both Shiva and Shakti in the practices of Kashmiri Shaivism. It was the birthplace of some of the most prominent Sanskrit works like the Shiva Sutras, Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Tantra Lokaha, Spandakarikas, and many others. Kashmir is also the birthplace of some of the most prominent Sanskrit scholars across a variety of fields like Acharya Charaka, Shushruta, and Vagbhata of Ayurveda, Acharya Lagadha of Jyotisha Shastra, Abhinava Gupta and Vasugupta of Tantra Shastra, and many other mystics. In this video, let's look at some of the principles and practices that originated from the land of Kashmir, specifically related to Kashmiri Shaivism, with references to their original Sanskrit texts. The first and the most prominent of them is Shiva Sutrani, composed by sage Vasugupta. It is a series of 77 sutras which describe the nature of human consciousness. These sutras are a highly condensed set of instructions that guide us towards the process of realizing the true nature of Shiva within our own selves. The 77 Shiva Sutras are categorized into three parts. The first part is called Prathama Unmeshaha, or the first awakening, containing 22 sutras. The second part is called Dvitiya Unmeshaha, or the second awakening, with 10 sutras. And the third part is called Tritiya Unmeshaha, or the third awakening, with 45 sutras. A Sanskrit commentary by Acharya Kshemaraja of Kashmir explains this further, saying that these three categories are three different upayas or methodologies put forth by Vasugupta towards attaining moksha or ultimate liberation. He calls the first category as Shambhavopayaha, or the method of Shambhu or Shiva. Kshemaraja says the first 22 sutras are for the most steadfast practitioners who are in pursuit of liberation without any attachment towards the materialistic world. He calls the second part as Shaktopayaha, or the method of Shakti. These are for practitioners who wish to progress in the material world, but at the same time have a strong desire to move towards moksha. The third and the final section is called Anavopayaha, which literally means small baby steps. These are for people who are heavily invested in the material possessions, but still want to experience the possibilities of striving towards moksha. This detailed Sanskrit commentary by Kshemaraja is still available to this day for everyone to benefit from. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. The next most prominent Sanskrit work from the land of Kashmir is Vijnana Bhairava Tantram. It is a set of 112 methods of meditation that Lord Shiva himself is said to have described to Devi Parvati. These are extremely simple but a potent set of practices which transport a practitioner into effortless states of deep meditativeness. The caveat here, however, is that they need to be practiced in the right ambience under the guidance of a capable guru in order for them to be effective. I have made a separate video with an overview of all the 112 methods that have been described in Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. You can watch it here. There are innumerable texts on Tantra that have originated from the land of Kashmir. Perhaps the most famous of them is Tantra Lokaha, composed by sage Abhinava Gupta. As the name suggests, this is a comprehensive book on Tantra which explains all the 64 different traditions of Tantra Agama. It is a massive work of over 5,000 shlokas divided into 37 chapters. These chapters cover some of the deepest concepts of Tantra, including the principles behind the creation of lingas, mandalas, mudras, and practices around consecrating energy forms and using them for human well-being. Chapters 14 to 25 of Tantra Lokaha deal with various kinds of initiations or dikshas meant for specific attainments which are apt for various stages in one's life, starting right from birth to death and beyond. Other notable works of Kashmiri Shaivism include Spandakarikas, which describe the nature of the first vibration that leads to creation, called Spanda. Roughly translated as a response or resonance, Spanda is that explosive sensation which is a precursor to creation, both at the level of the cosmos and within the human body. Then there is Pratyabhijna Hridayam, which describes the essence of Pratyabhijna, or the knowledge of pure perception. I will leave links to all these books in their best possible Sanskrit and English commentaries in the description below. On the upcoming night of Mahashivaratri, you could download these books and spend time reading them and experimenting with the methods prescribed in them to stay awake and alert through this night of immense possibilities. If you want to learn more about these possibilities, and why it is prescribed in tradition that one should stay upright and alert during the night of Mahashivratri, you can watch this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and found it useful. Share it across with those whom you think might benefit from this. If you wish to support the production of more videos like these, consider becoming a sponsor on Patreon or make a one-time contribution, all through the links in the description below. If you wish to be notified of new Sanskrit-related videos immediately after they are released, consider clicking on subscribe and press the bell icon below. See you in the next video. Namaskaram.